I don't think Dharmendra Pradhan is going to resign at all. No, not because BJP is shameless and not because the pressure that is mounting on them is not real, but because the resignation was never really one of the available outcomes. Think about it. If Pradhan resigns, BJP does not just lose an education minister. Ministers can be replaced like this. What they would have created would be a new standard. And the moment a minister resigns over an exam failure, every future exam failure becomes a ministerial issue. The new rule of the game would have been set, and that would mean they are now accountable, which BJP does not want to be. And the governments, such as BJP, are usually very careful about creating rules that can later be used against them, especially when they successfully avoided doing so in 2024 when the leak happened. Now, look at the calculation from BJP side. The criticism from the NEET is absolutely temporary. They know people will forget. But the new standard they would have created by resignation becomes permanent. Those are two different costs. And most of the governments would rather absorb criticism than create a new accountability standard for themselves. They know that people will criticize and then they will forget. Which means the question inside BJP is not going to be like, did the education minister fail? I don't think they care about it. The question is more likely, what happens if we give in to this demand? And that brings us to Cockroach Janata Party. CJP has pushed that conversation somewhere else. Who is accountable? Who pays for the failure? They have clearly asked who exactly is going to pay for the failure. And that creates a difficult situation for BJP. Because if Pradhan stays, CJP can argue and say that accountability stops where the political power begins. And if Pradhan goes, CJP argues that political pressure can force ministerial accountability. Either way, the frame survives. Because now, if he resigns, it will become a blueprint for the opposition to start demanding more resignation, more accountability. And it will give a validation to Cockroach Janata Party, right? Which is very risky for BJP. And if he doesn't resign, stays as is, again, it brings out in a position to people that BJP does not really care about the accountability. And they know that if they bring in any more controversy, some other news, people will tend to get frustrated and move on like they always have. So you tell me, what would be the outcome? Will the education minister resign or not?